again, it was 35 days ago, and one of my good friends, my coworker who I work with, he's a founder of a couple companies that I've worked with, Ken Krogh. He's had a lot of health problems, and he had been going 5 days on this fast. And one of our meetings that morning early at our staff meeting with our company, Mobilize, he said, I'm 5 days on this fast. I said, oh, really? Tell me about it. So he shared with me this book that he'd been reading by Dr. Fong, and said, I've started this fast and feeling great, and he's had some of the health challenges. And I said, well, I'll do that with you. I've known Cam for a long time, and we've ran a marathon together. We're kind of cheering each other on, and it's always helpful to have a companion, that you can push each other with. So I started. I'm 5 days behind, and so I'm on day 35, and it's been phenomenal. I've had a lot of people think, well, you're crazy. What? You're 35 days without eating real food? And I go, yeah. And I'm healthier. I have a clearer mind. And most importantly is the spiritual aspect. And a lot of times I'll share with them that, the true law of fast that Isaiah talks about, in his chapter, I think it's chapter 58, and the great strength and the health that's come from my fasting. I've been a type 2 diabetic. In the last year or so, I've been on insulin that I take at the evenings to keep my blood sugars in track, and then once a week a longer, lasting insulin. I've been on blood pressure pills. I'm off all of my medicine. I'm just taking vitamins. I feel phenomenal. In fact, in a week into the fast, I went to see my endocrinologist, I think.
Endocrinologist?
There you go, endocrinologist. Thank you. And she looked at my numbers. My A1C dropped to a 5.9. She said, what are you doing? I said, well, I'm losing weight, but I said, I've been off my medicine for a week. She says, oh my goodness. She says, you're like the poster child for me. She says, okay. And my blood pressure, everything was just perfect. And I'm going to be going back in another 5 weeks. I think maybe 4 more weeks. She wanted to see me in 6 more weeks to retest everything. But I had done my blood tests, and she couldn't believe the results. So I'm completely off all the medicine. I have a clearer mind. 4 years ago, I was in a major bicycle accident going through Zion's Tunnel here in Utah. You're not supposed to go through on a bicycle. I don't remember going through the tunnel. But anyway, I was 4 days in the hospital, major head trauma, fractured my skull, had thrown everything off whack. And I'd put on a lot of weight. And so that's all been such a big help. I think the real testimony is just asking my family, my kids. But I'm 35 days. I have 5 more days. I'm 5 days behind my partner, who I think he ends his 40 days today. He's lost over 50 pounds. I started a year ago. I was 270. I'd lost a bunch before the end of December to about 245, 246. I'm now at 214, so a little over 32 pounds in the 35 days. And it's unbelievable. Healthy. I'm still doing my exercises 3 days a week. I'm going to start up, running the other 2, but I do a circuit routine of about 600 exercises. And people think, how can you still work out fasting? It's amazing. I've been really sustained. The Lord's sustained me. I feel better. Everybody I see, where's Troy? This new person, having lost that much weight. Because total, I'm almost 55 pounds that I've lost from a year ago in April. But really the last 32 with this fast, and helped me get off all of my medication, and some real spiritual experiences as well. So they recommend this water fast with this doctor. The book that I was reading, to have at least a gallon of water a day. So I take a big jug and I just make sure I drink that every day. And I will have my vitamins. I have some sea salt. They talk about making sure some good salt. So I've actually also had a half a grapefruit, usually in the morning, and a half a grapefruit at night with the sea salt on it, with the grapefruit. And not every night, but most, And then the last few days, I've had sliced up some avocados and just had some avocados slices with a little bit of pepper and salt. And boy, is that delicious. But looking forward to eating. I mean, I think the biggest challenge you deal with is the boredom. Our whole society is based around food. All of our social interactions around eating. And it's kind of empowering to be able to say, I don't have to partake of that. And there's a lot of junk food out there, right? I mean, this big business, they say eat all the time, eat, right? But in 1970, there wasn't the type 2 diabetes or the obesity that you're finding now. And fasting is healthy. It's called intermittent fasting, but what I've been doing is, this extended fast, first to get down to kind of this weight where I want to be. I want to be at 210. I played college football. Played football at Ricks College. It's now BYU, Idaho, up in Rexburg, Idaho, in the early 80s, and linebacker at 210. And like I said, I got to 270. I'm at about 214 right now. So, I'm 4 pounds away. I got 5 more days to kind of hit that goal. But then just to maintain eating good, healthy food, being balanced. But I have such a desire just to eat the good, vegetables and the things, good protein, the good fats, and limit the carbohydrates. But more than anything, it's just been overwhelming of this being sustained in the strength. People think, well, you can't do that. That's not healthy for you. Well, it's been great. And I've had the energy and clarity of mind and most importantly, so the health is one thing, but the spiritual side of what's been amazing. That's probably the greatest strength.